Hey everybody, Jillian here. Welcome back to my channel for a new Bible journaling process video. Today I am again working on a gratitude documented page, and I'm looking to my Pocket TN here. The prompt for today is testimony, and it has us in Matthew chapter 10 verse 32. So I have this leftover manila folder that is from the Storyteller devotional kit, and I decided to put one of these Thankful for sticky notes inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and tape that down to reinforce it so I can run it through my typewriter. And then I have this really pretty black and white acetate floral piece left over from the Wildflower devotional kit, and I want to layer that behind this folder on my page in Matthew 10. So I'm going to go ahead and get my journaling typed up. Alright, there we go. And I'm just going to fold it in half, layer some things on top of it, and then clip it into my Bible. And I want these flowers to look as if they're peeking out from the folder, so I'll get those down first and then the folder on top of it. I've got the little flashcard that was included with the Gratitude Documented main kit, and I'm going to put that on top of the folder with some bits of paper and ephemera layered behind it. So these are just pieces of patterned paper and a transparency that I have from the Heritage collection. I decided to go with a purplish color today, and then because it's December Daily, I've got transparencies out and ready to use. So I'm going to go through the ephemera, pull out some things like this floral, those stamps, layer this card on the patterned paper, tear off some edges to make it look a little more interesting. Go ahead and get this guy trimmed down, and then I'm going to cut a piece of this gold polka dot transparency and layer that underneath this little flashcard. I'll use my tiny attacher to get everything stuck together, and then go ahead and adhere that on top of the folder. My plan was originally to use this big gold paper clip to keep it clipped on the page, but I'll go ahead and glue it down and then use the paper clip to keep the folder shut. I'm looking for some additional stickers from the Heritage sticker sheet here, kind of like layered underneath that folder also. And then I love these postage stamps. They're probably one of my favorite things from the Heritage collection, so I'm going to layer 3 of them underneath the card also. And then there are just some other bits and pieces like this greenery from the sticker sheet that I want to use to kind of build up my layers. I'll go ahead and punch a tab from this scrap of paper from the Heritage collection. Again, I want to keep some purple on the page. So I'll get that down, use a little bit of the black and white floral washi from the Illustrated Faith shop. And then I thought about putting one of these clear stickers on top, but realized that an opaque, like cardstock sticker, would probably work best for layering, so I'll go ahead and get one of those guys down and then later on put a piece of Wordfetti on top of that. So I imagine this prompt could be different for different people. For me personally, when I say that I'm grateful for testimony, I'm thinking of my testimony, the unique story that God has written in my life, and how it fits into the bigger story, the bigger narrative that He is telling. And through Christ, we are just so graciously invited into His story. And so when I say that I'm grateful for my testimony, I'm grateful for the unique way that I get to share Him with others. I'm grateful for other people's testimony, hearing how the Lord has worked in other people's lives, and that just kind of rallies my faith also. So that's what I'm thinking about here when I'm journaling about my gratitude for testimony. So I stamped down that word grateful from the stamp set near the passage that I'm journaling, and then I'll go ahead and add a date stamp underneath that. The page is pretty much done. One of the last things that I'm going to do is add that piece of Wordfetti to the top. I've been reaching for Jill's set here, the Gratitude Documented Toolbox, like virtually every day for this project. I get that stuck down with my tiny attacher to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, and then since all of my journaling is in that folder, I've got some white space on the bottom and a little bit above that folder. I'm going to take the Illustrated Faith watercolors and go in and add some black watercolor paint splatters to my page. Ended up going a little overboard up at the top here, but that's okay. So that is pretty much going to do it. Don't forget, if you guys want to join us in Gratitude Documented, I'll link the free list of prompts down in the video description below. And you can follow along with the community by following the hashtag #IF_Gratitude Documented. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.